Hello, sis. Welcome to another episode of the Permission series. Today, we're going to talk about something we've been taught to fear, being called selfish. Can you imagine someone calling you selfish? What if I told you that being selfish in this season of life might just be our survival plan? Because constantly giving while running on empty, that's not noble. That's exhausting. You see, there came a point when I realized I was available for everyone except for myself. You need help? I'm there. A last minute favor? No problem. What are friends for? Emotional support at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night? Hold on. Let me grab a cup of coffee. And yes, I said coffee at 11 p.m. We'll talk about my relationship with coffee another day. Down to your last quarter? When you needed to make it count? I'm your one woman Calvary. I'll be there. Down to your last quarter? When you needed to make it count? I'm your Calvary of one. I'll be there. I'll even move mountains to be there. But somewhere in all of that helping, I disappeared. I wasn't resting. I wasn't dreaming. I wasn't even listening to what I needed. My to-do list was a mile long and it was constantly expanding with things that I needed to do for myself. And finally, I had to say, enough. I'm choosing me. Choosing me now. And you can do the same. You see, that's one of the perks of being an empty nester. One of the perks of being in your midlife. One of the perks of being in your third act. Because I certainly couldn't have made that call when the kids were still at home. Can you imagine me showing up at couple and somebody else's kid was sitting there? What would I do? I'd pick them up. But now, I'm choosing me. I want that to sit with you for a second. Think about it. Say it. You're choosing you. Do you know how many women will flinch at the idea? We're so conditioned to thinking that putting ourselves first is wrong. Like it's a moral failing. But let me ask you this. What happens when we keep putting ourselves last? You're thinking about the response? Let me get us started. Maybe one will resonate. We don't just run out of energy, we run out of our own identity. We start waking up not knowing who we are when no one else is pulling on us, when no one needed us, when we didn't have to go to somebody's rescue. And that, my sister, is not peace. That is quite burnout. Giving is beautiful, but giving from an empty place, that's not service. That's self-erasure. So, let's redefine selfish. Selfish isn't about abandoning people. It's about not abandoning yourself. It's about me not abandoning myself. It's about my next sister not abandoning herself. It's about saying, my peace matters. My time matters. My healing matters. We're not required to set ourselves on fire just to keep other people warm. No, ma'am. We're not anymore. We are allowed to rest without guilt, to say no without an apology, to leave early without explanation. And girl, to choose joy without needing a reason. Yep, we choose us. I choose me. You choose you. I remember a few of the first times I did something just for me after the last kid left. And I didn't explain it to anyone. Let me see. I went to the movies. Alone. I went to dinner. Alone. I went for a walk. You get it? Alone. I traveled to a foreign country land. Alone. Something clicked in one of those alone times. I didn't need to justify taking up space. I didn't need to report my joy to anyone. That was the moment that I realized I was done negotiating my energy. I still help. I still serve. I'm still available if you need me. But I'm priority number one now. So, tell me, what's the one area that you want to be more selfish now? Drop it in the comment section. Say it out loud. Release it to the atmosphere. This is your permission to put your name on the list. Put your name back on your list. Same way that I put my name back on my list. Top of the line. Before anybody else. Subscribe and join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. Right here on Third Act Society. Where you and I, we're rewriting the rules on what it means to care for others without erasing ourselves. This is our season, our third act. The runway is still very, very long. We've got things to do. Let's redefine this season together.